So I got this question the other day from a guy named Nicholas Ellis. He just started an agency about a year ago and he's wondering about prioritization. How do I prioritize tasks? Well, the first step, and I know this sounds super cliche, is to come up with a goal. If you're a year into your agency, is the goal marketing? Is it sales? Do you want more customers? Do you want more leads? Basically figuring out what that metric is. And if you go back and watch the lead measures, lag measures video that we did on 4 disciplines of execution, it goes into more detail about how to actually set those goals. But the Cliff Notes version of that is the goal needs to be something that you can control. So for me as chairman over at X27, I know the one major goal that I need to do every week is to create video content. That's literally, if I focus on that and only do that, everything else on the team will run. But it took a long time to create just that one goal. We had to do a lot of VP hires. Robert had to become CEO and run production. We have a senior guy running sales. We have a guy on customer support. And breaking up all those roles was extremely important in getting that clarity. I also love making these videos, which is why I focused on it. If I had loved production and getting really deep on production, I would have focused there. Or if I had loved management and getting really deep with people, I would have gone more in that route. More of the traditional CEO route. That's the big key insight, right? When it comes to prioritization, if you can knock out what that one thing in your business is that you need to do, then you'll be solid. Some examples of that one thing might be having one-on-ones with the team, sending 200 cold emails a week. It might also be a weekly calendar invite to yourself to remind you to cold call or cold email people in your pipeline. So find out what that metric is and work towards it. If you don't have that metric yet, it sounds like Nicholas is still working to find it. Then what you have to do is test. We were making YouTube videos for about a year before we got any real clients from it. And again, that was just a passion thing. We would send cold emails though, and every time we'd send an email out, we would book some meetings. So I knew based on the numbers that cold email was the thing to focus on. And then once you know what that one thing is, the idea is just remove everything else. So when I was initially building X27 with Robert, he would handle production, I would handle booking meetings and sales. So I knew every single week I had to send at least 200 cold emails. Eventually that moved down to at least 40 when other tasks came up. But if sales is your priority, then you take 2 steps back. You think, hey, if I need sales, then I need meetings. And how do I get meetings, events, cold email, whatever works for your business, then that becomes the priority. If your priority isn't sales, if it's customer satisfaction or delivering the highest quality product, then the goal might be one-on-ones with the team, it might be coaching, it might be hiring consultants, it might be teaching what you know if you're more of a designer, artist type, teaching what you know to the team. And that's how you come up with the big priority. From there, everything else waterfalls down. So for instance, if I know I need to do 4 YouTube videos a week, then on Wednesday, I need to plan the videos, on Thursday, I need to film the videos, and on Friday, I need to edit the videos. If I know I need to send 200 cold emails a week, then on Monday, I need to build a prospecting list. On Tuesday, I need to write the actual cold emails themselves. On Wednesday, I need to queue the sends, and on Thursday, maybe I'm cold calling to follow up. And it all waterfalls down once you identify what that initial priority is. And I'm also a huge supporter of having weekly to-dos versus daily. So let's say you have to write 4 proposals this week. I won't assign a specific day to it right away. All I know is I need to get that done. And a lot of the time what that does is it leaves it to the last second. I end up doing 4 proposals on Friday, which some would say is a little irresponsible, but it also makes you much faster. And then for daily to-dos, it's as simple as looking at your weekly to-dos. For me, I have 3 to-dos this week. 1 is film 4 videos. 2 is convert Shopify pages to a new format. I run this Shopify company on the side. Maybe I'll talk about it more in a future video. Just acquired that company. And number 3 is record a course for this week because I'm making a course for you guys. So I know if I do those 3 things, it's going to be an excellent week. And what I'll normally do is just shift those around to different days. So today's my video recording day. Tomorrow I'll do my course, and then I'll probably do the Shopify thing on Saturday. Today's Thursday. How do you prioritize work? And how do you identify what your number 1 thing is to do in the week? Let me know down in the comments. Super interested in hearing that. If you want to see me make more videos, be sure to like to encourage this type of content on YouTube, subscribe for more sales training, and if you need marketing support for your digital agency, check out experiment27.com. Thanks.